Today's obituaries are brought to you by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home. Memorial service arrangements for Freddie Neesmith, age 71 of Cullman, are incomplete and will be announced later by Cullman Funeral Home. Mr. Neesmith passed away on Saturday. William Joel Byers, age 78 of the Neesmith community, died Saturday at his residence. Visitation was last night at Nichols Funeral Home in Addison, where services will be held today. Kyle Woodard and Josh Sparkman will officiate. Burial will be in the Briars Family Cemetery in the White Oak community. Nichols Funeral Home directing. Virginia Ann Swink, age 68 of Vinemont, died Saturday at Brookwood Medical Center. No services are planned at this time. Cullman Funeral Home is in charge of the arrangements. Those are our obituaries today, brought to you by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home.
As you could see on the screen, Premier Bank presents Today on 2, broadcasting live at channel2cullman.com. And of course, our programs are archived on the same website, and you can watch the program anytime you want to. It is a beautiful morning. It's going to get cold.
Is it? Okay, I was thinking.
Are you ready for a freeze?
Well, no, I didn't realize that.
Give us a couple of days. We may have the first freeze of the season.
Wow.
Let's check the weather forecast, brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet on Cherokee Avenue. Weather almanac for the 22nd of October. The average high temperature is 73. The average low is 49. The record high 88 in 1963. The record low 27 in 1952. Sunset this evening 6:29. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 6:58. There's the satellite picture, and I saw on the Weather Channel this morning they were talking about snow and flurries in the upper Midwest. Our part of the country looks like rain, but most of it, I think, is through the area. Here's our forecast for today. Partly sunny. There is a slight chance of isolated showers this morning. High near 67. Clear tonight, low around 44. Sunny tomorrow, but a high just 56. 63 the high on Thursday. Friday, a high of 54. And let's see, the low temperature Saturday morning around 33.
Wow.
Saturday's high 57. The low Sunday morning 40. Well, let's see, 33. I guess that's the lowest temperature in the next few days.
It's Friday night.
The Weather Channel was showing in the upper 20s, but our forecast from the National Weather Service says 33 by Saturday morning.
Okay.
So,
football Friday night's going to be a little chilly. Wear your jackets.
Yep, the way it should be.
Yeah, that's right.
In October.
That's right.
Let's check our Facebook friend of the day. Who's our friend for today?
Well, let's take a look at that. Looks like Lisa Perry Sellers is our friend, and she likes Lady Antebellum and Duck Dynasty. So good for her. And she, of course, will win that barbecue sandwich from Mad Dog Mike's Famous Barbecue. She needs to come by here first, though, and pick up her certificate, and then she can go over there and get her sandwich. But, yeah, I like both of those. The group, Antebellum, singing group, country.
Yeah,
and then
good sounding group.
Duck Dynasty, yeah.
And Duck Dynasty is a good sounding group, too.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
I have noticed that there are a number of professional athletes with the Duck Dynasty look.
Oh.
With full beards.
Really?
Baseball players especially, yes.
Wow. I haven't, well, I don't watch much baseball, but really.
Well, if you watch the World Series, the Boston team in particular, looks like a whole team full of Duck Dynasty.
Think they're trying to copy them?
I don't know. I hope that doesn't become a fad that all of us do.
Oh gosh, yeah, I really don't like that look.
Yeah,
it works for Duck Dynasty people.
Well, it does for them, yes.
It does for them, but yeah, it looks kind of scruffy.
Wouldn't their TV show had been as popular if they didn't look the way they do?
Probably not. Probably not. That's their look, you know.
Yeah, it is that. And then after you start watching the show, you find out that they have a lot of great family values, moral values, and so forth.
Yeah.
It's more than just hunters and backwoodsmen.
And it's just good, clean fun. The family they encounter all kinds of, little incidents, just child, rearing and so forth. So whether it's teaching their kids how to drive or teaching so-and-so how to sew or whatever, I've gotten hooked. I really like it, so I enjoy watching that.
Well, let's see. We're going to take you back a few years with our guest for today, talking about an event that a lot of people remember growing up.
Yes. Dr. Bill Pinehart is here today to talk to us about the Pinehart Living History Day. And, of course, all month long, third graders have been touring the farm and actually finding out where milk actually does come from and how do you make butter and certain things like that. You just don't pick it up at the grocery store. It's got to come from an original package before it gets into the milk carton for you. But anyway, they've done a great job out there, and we're going to talk to him about that today.
Today he's going to talk about making sorghum syrup.
Yeah, I'm excited. We're going to get a little recipe class today.
That's right. George is here with news and commentary right after this.
There's stuff around your house, but we don't make stuff. We make ovens. Dual fuel, double ovens. And they bake so evenly that now delicious is something you can depend on. We only make things for one room. The best room. Your kitchen. We're devoted to it. And you can feel it in everything we make. Nobody knows the kitchen like KitchenAid.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Coleman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
At Premier Bank, we take pride in serving our community. We respect our customers, and we've won awards for our ethical conduct. We're motivated to do all we can for you, and we're interested in your banking needs. We're efficient, safe, and sound, and our relationships with our customers are second to none.
At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
Time for news and comment on this Tuesday morning. And this certainly contains commentary, so be ready. With all the talk and commotion about Coleman County School Superintendent Billy Coleman's prayer caravan a month or two ago, you'd never know that the Muslim religion, Islam, has a toehold in Alabama. It has a toehold in Coleman County. Say what? Last Friday night, a resident near Smith Lake called the sheriff's office. Person reported a group of people slaughtering goats. When the deputy arrived, he learned that hundreds of Muslims, perhaps 500, were celebrating one of their religious holidays with a festival. The religious ritual involved the slaughtering and cooking of about 20 goats. The Muslims consumed that meat, and what wasn't eaten was given to other members of the religion. It was a private property, and since goats are considered livestock, Coleman County Sheriff's Deputy Max Bartlett told me that no laws were broken. This event was not covered in the news media, but it happened Friday night in our county. It should serve as a wake-up call, I believe, for anyone who thinks Coleman County isn't changing rapidly. Islam is the fastest growing religion in the world, and that includes America. And for all those people who don't pay attention to the news, keep their heads buried in the sand and say, I don't want to know, and especially those atheists who don't have a God to believe in, heads up, the extremist members of this Islam religion have a religion to die for. Well, it's amazing what American people will swallow, isn't it? You know, out in San Diego, you got this guy who likes pulling tricks. He'll go up to a group of people and say, "Would you vote for this?" Well, this has happened again, according to the report from out in San Diego. This guy goes up and talks to these people on the sidewalk and says, "You know, we need to keep the community safe." He tells San Diegans that there's a need to increase the Orwellian system. Remember the man called Adolf Hitler, right? They say not a problem, so they started signing a petition for their safety. We just want to model it after the Nazi Germany system to keep people safe and secure. Well, they were in agreement. Can you believe this? Anyway, you find the pot of money, though, to pay for this, said one guy as he signed a petition. Knew it would cost a lot of money. Forget about what it does to humanity, right? Is there a sucker born every minute or what, huh? And of course, one guy after the other one signed it says, "Well, thank you for supporting the police state." Not a clue, right? Hey, you know, in a 53 to 46 vote, the Senate narrowly passed a measure this weekend that would stop the United States from entering into the United Nations Arms Trade Treaty. The purpose of this is to sort of limit or stop, you know, one of your rights, that is the right to bear arms. I mean, 46 members voted for this measure. The UN Small Arms Treaty, which has been championed by the Obama administration, would have effectively placed a global ban on the import and export of small firearms. The ban would have affected all private gun owners in the U.S. and had language in it that would have implemented an international gun registry on all private guns and ammo. 46 members did this, voted for it. Thank goodness, you know, that the others didn't. And Dennis and Jacqueline were talking about the Duck Dynasty, folks. Uncle Si, whenever he was asked by one of these men's magazines, asked him about gun control, he said, "Well, it ain't gun control we need, it's sin control. All these things that are tempting our young people, sin control." He's got a point there, I think. Stay tuned, more Today on 2 after this.
At Premier Bank, we're a bit old-fashioned. We actually answer the telephone when you call. However, old-fashioned doesn't mean we aren't up to date. With the latest technology, Premier Bank meets the various needs of our customers. Mobile smartphone banking, internet banking, ATMs, convenient offices. At Premier Bank, we have the right products right now with good old-fashioned customer service. At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
Life lived in black and white is not a life lived. Today, I choose color. To see it. To feel it. To be in it. To be upon it. And to live a life surrounded by it. Today, I put on a fresh coat.
Well, let's see what we can give away for today. Our prize for today, we have the bag of assorted apples from Steel Orchard. And we have the lunch sandwich and chips from Frosting's Bakery. Those are the prizes for today. Let's look at our ads. We'll ask you a question, of course, about the ads. And today we start with Cotton State Barns of Coleman, where you can buy or rent to own carports, playsets, utility trailers, and storage buildings. There's no credit check. You're automatically approved. Cotton State Barns of Coleman.
And the Busy Bee Cafe. Go check out their new dinner hours on Friday and Saturday evenings from 2 until 9. They have live music. It's a great location in a great new building, home of the original breaded burger, the Busy Bee Cafe.
Earl's Body Shop, where they do auto body repair, but they also do towing, large or small towing, local or long distance. They're on Highway 31 North. That's Earl's Body Shop.
Be Fit's the name of the new fitness facility in downtown Coleman. It is located right next to Renard's Gallery and does have a $50 per month admission fee, but it's month to month, no contracts.
Tires for less, more than just tires. They do oil changes, minor engine repair, replace shocks and brakes. See Greg and Mike and the guys at Tires for Less, Highway 31 North.
Mr. Hicks Menswear is Reader's Choice Award winner for men's clothing. He does have the regular sizes for the guys, but he also has those big and tall sizes for those hard-to-fit guys. Mr. Hicks Menswear.
Borden Family Pharmacy, Coleman's leader in adult immunizations. They have shingles, pneumonia, and whooping cough vaccine, as well as flu shots and flu mist for the youngsters, located on the corner of Evo Road and Highway 157.
Diamonds for all occasions, and that's what you expect at Doug Doggett Jewelers, and that's what you get. They have such a great assortment of jewelry. Go visit Doug Doggett Jewelers.
Pumpkin Pie Blizzard is back at Dairy Queen for the month of October. Remember, that's the home of the $5 lunch, too. That's at Dairy Queen.
Mad Dog Mike's Famous Barbecue is now featuring their tailgate pack. It's just $50, and it does include ribs and pork and sauce and beans and potato salad, coleslaw, and large cheese fries. All this for about 8 people.
What are the 2 businesses that are located on Compass Way? 2 of our advertisers are located on Compass Way, 2 very well-known local businesses. Tell us who they are. You win our prizes for today. Our phone number is 256-734-7399. And go ahead and call in now while we're watching Money Matters, brought to you by Premier Bank.
Good morning, I'm Caitlin Rush with Premier Bank, and today's Money Matters topic is Internet Banking. Internet banking is a useful tool everyone can utilize and take advantage of. Internet banking allows you to access your account online 24 hours a day. So if you're wondering about your balance, what checks have cleared, when your loan payment is due, or you would like to transfer money at any time of the day, you can have access to it. So run by your local bank and sign up for Internet banking today.
Which businesses are located on Compass Way? You know that.
I do.
Go ahead and tell us.
It's Mr. Hicks Menswear and it's Doug Doggett Jewelers. I just said it.
That's right. Okay, let's look at the rest of our merchant ads right now. Auto Tech Repair and Service. They're located in Vinemont on County Road 1354, just around the corner from the Wabahoe station, the Super Saver in Vinemont. That's Auto Tech.
And Yates Chance Christian Bookstore, where prices are falling. Not just the leaves, but the prices are falling. Now at Yates Chance Christian Bookstore, they're having a sidewalk sale. T-shirts, Bible covers, gifts, located right there in the South Coleman Shopping Center.
Mullins Body Shop, over 50 years they've been doing auto body repair and towing. You can count on them every day. 256-734-1353, the phone number for Mullins Body Shop.
And AmeriGas is now known as Coast Gas. It's got a different name, but the same personnel. They have a fall tank set special right now, and they have full service inside and out, 24/7 answering service available.
Brown & Company Beverages, a specialty wine and beer store located on Highway 157, and they have the seasonal beers that are very popular in stock right now.
Jolly Time Rentals, where fun is always in the air. They have a licensed inflatables, slides, water slides, obstacle course, toddler interactivities, bounce slide combos, and concession equipment rentals.
Deb's Bookstore, your hometown bookstore just down the road. Used books half price each and every day at Deb's Bookstore.
And Grand Point Pharmacy, located right there on Highway 31 North, just past 157. It is American Pharmacist Month. Know your pharmacist, know your medicine. Grand Point Pharmacy.
And Coleman Wellness and Aquatic Center has the full fitness center with weights, cardio, and professional training or indoor walking track. Buy a membership, save some money. Of course, you can get a day pass also.
Baldwin Counseling Center. Dr. Howard Rodgers is the man that's going to help you with those weight problems if you have them, or maybe some individual and family counseling is what you need. Give him a call, set up an appointment.
And let's see, I don't think we have any birthdays to tell you about for today, but we will talk about how to make sorghum syrup.
Yay!
Do you need a recipe?
I do. I need a recipe.
Okay. Dr. Bill Pinehart is here, and that's coming up next.
In the nation, we worry about fire-breathing monsters, and we worry about spinach. At Nationwide Insurance, we take care of the big things like protecting you, so you only have to worry about the little stuff. We put members first, because we don't have shareholders. Join the nation that doesn't sweat it.
Nationwide is on your side.
want to welcome back Dr. Bill Pinehart, who's talking to us about Pinehart Farms. And this is something that you guys have been doing for a number of years now. How many?
20.
20. I knew it was in the 20-something, so fantastic. And this is the original, I guess, homestead for where you grew up?
That's where I grew up, and my grandfather had homesteaded there in the 1890s, and then when my parents died in 1992, we decided to try to keep it on as a living history farm, my brother and my 2 sisters and I. And so for the last 20 years, we've been having 3rd graders out for about a month. And then we ended up with a public day, the one day a year we invite the public onto the farm, which will be this Saturday.
Right, so that's really what you're here to talk
Yes.
about today, along with your sorghum.
Yes.
And we were talking about sorghum syrup is different from maple syrup or most of the syrups that you buy in the store.
If you think back to the times we're trying to talk about, you couldn't get white sugar. So if people were going to sweeten things, they either had, if they were further south, they had sugar cane and molasses. Here they had sorghum and sorghum syrup. Up north they had maple syrup and bees honey. Those were the things that they had to sweeten food with.
That's true, yeah. And you know, I always wonder, what made people decide that this is going to be, you know, how do they get the product from the original? How do they make it? Who decides? Look at this plant.
Yes.
I mean, you know.
Just tall grass.
Yeah. Who would think that you could get something sweet out of this? So I wonder who did that the first time, you know? I mean, you know, do you ever think about that?
I do, and Jackie, one thing you can do, you can cut a joint of this, strip it, and chew it, and a lot of people do, and it's sweet.
Okay.
And we won't do it here, but I've done that, and it's you can chew it and eat it. So I assume they started the process by chewing and eating.
Probably so, and maybe just accidental or whatever purpose. So is that where it comes from? It comes from the actual stalk?
Yes, we grow that in the field, plant it in 1st of June, and it's just now getting ripe. You'll recognize that from some of your bird seed that you buy, and it's ready now to cut, strip off the leaves in the process.
Okay. And then there is a process to it, right? You have to cook it and so forth?
It's cooked. This is the same as sugar cane syrup. We've got a picture, I think, up now of our furnace and the copper pan that it's cooked in. My brother and some of his friends have got the process down pretty good and still do it the old-timey way over a wood-fired stove. You may know Philip Garrison here in Coleman County does it commercially, and his would be a modern cooker. It doesn't look like this, but this is an old-time way of doing it we're trying to maintain there on our farm day.
And of course his is mostly honey. I mean, I know he
does honey and does sorghum too.
Okay, okay. But he has bee farms and all that stuff, so he's very interesting too. So you've actually brought some samples.
I have. The traditional way of putting up sorghum syrup was in a tin can like this. Last year we put ours up just in a regular pint jar, and I brought some, and it's pretty good if you want to sample it.
Okay, all right, you're going to get my little energy kick right first thing in the morning, huh?
You can just sample it straight away. I brought biscuits, so have at
it. Let's see what the pro says here.
Taste a little right there, Dennis.
Okay.
Let's see what you think about it. Every year it'll have a little different flavor depending on the way it grows, the way it's cooked. It's always be a little bit different. That's just one of the things we'll be showing Saturday. We've got 40 acres of demonstrations, everything from old-time thrashing machines to sawmills to all kind of woodworking things. The North Alabama Tractor Club will be there with their antique tractors. They'll do parades. The Woodworking Guild's going to be doing birdhouses that the children nailed together themselves. They did like 450 birdhouses last year. And then we have all kind of just demonstrations of anything you can think of from the 1930s. So got something for everybody, and I doubt anybody will be able to cover the whole 40 acres and see it all.
Probably not. What time do you open?
Open at 9 o'clock in the morning. Have parking available near the farm just to drive out to the farm. We also have remote parking at 7th Street Baptist Church with a shuttle bus from there from 9 till 3.
Okay. My little grandson will be 3 in November, and Tractor John Deere is his favorite thing, and he says it exactly like that. And anytime he sees a tractor, and a John Deere tractor dealerships are going to love him because he says, Tractor John Deere, tractor, and he just absolutely, so I'll have to bring him out and see all those tractors. He'll just love that.
And we have hands-on activities for kids all over the farm. There'll be things, everything from painting pumpkins to crosscut sawing to splitting logs to of picking things in the field. So it'll be 40 acres of hands-on activities for children. So
Is there a fee?
$5 for children and $7 for adults.
Okay, yeah, because you've got to have a lot of volunteers to help.
We are blessed
make
by
this
a lot of
happen.
good volunteers. We'll have as many as 200 volunteers working.
Wow.
Lions Club will be parking, and then just a lot of good people turn out to help us.
Matter of fact, one of the volunteers, Deb Lashley, was on our show last week, says she's going to be a school marm.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if she's going to be reading stories or what she's going to do.
That is, and actually it's interesting because this year Jim Boyd and Dole Bullard and several of the old educators have put together a full day in the Red Hill Schoolhouse. We have the old schoolhouse there.
Oh, wow.
And they've got a full program for the day of reliving all old Coleman County education, a lot of the old schools that are gone and everything. So they've got a day's program in the schoolhouse. I'm glad you mentioned that because I wanted to mention that. That's a new thing for us this year they've put together. So.
And just in case somebody doesn't know where you're located, I know you kind of said, but
right, it's just the intersection of 278 and I-65, so
okay.
right there in the corner.
Okay, and there will be some parking there, but otherwise you can go to Northbrook and they'll show.
We have a soybean field there that we can park as long as we don't get rained on.
Okay, all right. It's supposed to be beautiful weather, kind of crisp and cool. So, well, wonderful. Well, thank you so much for coming, and we've gotten our little lesson on sorghum.
I appreciate y'all inviting me.
First time I've had sorghum, and it will not be the last time. That's good stuff.
I'll leave that pot with you then.
Okay. All right. We'll be back with more right after this.
At Premier Bank, we are very proud of the long-lasting relationships we have with our customers. We'll go almost anywhere to meet your banking needs.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Coleman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
Meet the KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop. It might just change the way you cook. Induction technology heats the pan and not the cooking surface to offer you a new level of precision, speed, and energy efficiency. 9 settings give you different levels of heat to achieve precise temperatures and amazing responsiveness. Water boils in just seconds, making this the fastest to boil induction cooktop available. The KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop.
And now it's time for our community billboards, brought to you by Pepsi and Coleman Jefferson Gas. Halloween fun is still available at Steel Orchard every Friday and Saturday. This will be the last weekend. They have a scary maze. They have a haunted building. Great food. Dark until 10 p.m. is when it starts and when it ends. And all events are indoors, so it doesn't matter whether it rains. And a Veterans Day celebration 2013 will be taking place on Saturday, November the 9th from 9 until 3 at the Veterans Memorial Park at Sportsman Slate Park. And if you have a community billboard, you can send it to channel2coleman@gmail.com, phone us 256-734-7399, fax 256-734-7680, or be a friend on Facebook, Channel 2 Coleman, spell out the number 2.
Our weather forecast brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet. Make the switch to Mitch. It'll be partly sunny today, maybe a little shower this morning with a high of 67. Tonight clear, low around 44. Sunny again tomorrow, but a high only 56 degrees. Who's coming to see us tomorrow?
Dr. Howard Rodgers will be here tomorrow. Who knows what he'll be talking about? We never know until he walks in the door, so surprise!
Yes. Thank you for watching today on 2.
Hope you have a great day.